What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 201. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
I'm here with Adam.
This week we watched The Rifleman, aka Blizzard of Souls. I
Yes.
think that's the name of the book, right?
Yes. Why? Question. The original release title was Blizzard of Souls because that's, of course, what the book was called, right?
Probably would have stuck with that.
When they westernized it, do you think that they changed it because people were like thinking that maybe it had something to do with horror?
Possibly.
I mean, that's the only thing that I can figure because, like, when I hear Blizzard of Souls, I'm like, did Megadeth release a new album? First of all,
I don't think
Second
that
of
it
all-
doesn't. They're like, it doesn't roughly translate to the Rifleman, you know?
yeah, right.
Whatever language they speak. Like,
Yeah. But that was something I was thinking about because they don't touch on it anywhere I saw online, and it's like, well, maybe the studio pushed for it. And I know that there was some studio interference with a lot of the stuff when it came to, the screenplay and like what was in the book versus what was in the film and all this kind of stuff. But I don't know. I didn't know if it was maybe, but I mean, this didn't get of course, a wide U.S. release. So it's like, what's the point in changing the name? This is like something that you'll see at Walmart one day, and you pick it up, and you're like, oh, this sounds interesting. I'm gonna pick this up or find a way to check this out.
it's $3.
Yeah. So.
Or it's fucking hashtag FFF, Foreign Film February, and you're watching it with your friends, you know?
Yeah, right.
I don't know why they changed the name. I don't think it got any release in the U.S., did it? Like, it just went straight to video?
Yeah, I think it just went straight to video.
I don't see this movie getting... I'm not saying the movie was bad, but I don't, there's no...
No.
Like, if I sit down in the room and watch this, I'm like, what do you want to do? Like, 200,000 units?
Yeah.
DVDs?
I mean, yeah, right. And it's not bad. Like, the film's not bad. I think that it would have been all right if they would have made it a limited theatrical release. Because I mean, it's a war film,
Yeah. Check.
And we don't get a lot of those in the States, and when we do, it's usually this huge, big budget, extravaganza with all these
extremely westernized.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the other side of a war movie. We don't normally see movies like this.
Taking the turn from World War One to the Russian Civil War or Russian Revolution.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, right. I mean, the film opens with like, first of all, the opening shot was amazing.
Yeah.
Them at night with that badass snow gear on, you know? And like
I mean, the movie's just constant combat.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I mean, and like, I don't know, just the way that they did that, when the tree falls and he sees the guy get shot and he's, like how it kind of was shot in one take, but there was edits in it, you could tell it, but the way that it moved and everything, they had that feeling that it was one shot, even though it wasn't. And that was a great way, in my opinion, for them to open the film.
Yeah.
And then like cut.
Well,
go ahead.
It's very it's for fans of 1917 for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And then it cuts to like him and his mom and all this, the soldiers show up and they shoot the dog and shoot the mom.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't just kill his mom, they killed his dog too.
Yeah, right.
It's like, damn.
And the dog wasn't even dead, dude. That was the sad part.
Was.
I was just like, dude, put the dog down, please,
So the Germans kill his mom.
Yep.
And that's where when he goes, and then like, dude, he's like, he'll be 16. Was it 2 weeks or 2 months? He'll be 17.
It was 2 months.
2 months, yeah. So he's like, you're too young.
He's a
and
child.
His dad came over. Yeah, dude, right?
Yeah.
Dude, and that really, because you don't really see a lot of them like the first kid that he kills.
Yeah.
And when they stop and see each other, it's like, oh, dude, like you're me on the other side.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here? You know?
Yeah.
You want to run that way? I might run this way.
Yeah.
And then he gets pushed into the damn thing. But when you really see, like, whoa, was when they were doing the damn revolution thing and they were like, anybody can sign up.
Yeah.
And he's in that fucking hole, dude. And he looks around and they're like 13-year-olds, man.
Yeah.
Children crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And then what do they just put them in the front? They were like, here.
Yeah.
When they run up, shoot at them. And it's like, man, you're putting them up there to die.
Yeah. They can't tank that bullet, you know?
That was fucked up, though, seeing them.
Yeah.
Like kids sign up. And then he was like, you're too young. So they did have a limit. But then the guy said his mother was killed by the Germans. And that guy looked at him and stamped that fucking paper. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then, dude, his dad comes over there and they're like, you're too old. And he's like,
turn my papers in here, supervisor.
Yeah.
Let me see how many fucking sniper shots I've got and what I've done.
Yeah. And he was a badass.
See, to me, he was the rifleman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the kid kind of came around towards the end, but
yeah.
Did y'all feel it kind of hop around a little? Did y'all get that from it, where it just kind of, I don't know, it was just a different style of movie making, where it didn't settle in one thing. It was just, boop, we're on. I was like, okay, we're talking about this now. It's kind of different like that.
It made me think of, like, and hear me out here, war films and zombie films have the same B-movie strategy.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, the premise, you know where the setting's going to be at. You're familiar with everything you're about to see. So almost it's like it becomes this, okay, what ridiculous war scenario can we put the main character in?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is, I mean, don't get me wrong, if this is based on a true story from that dude's book and everything, it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
in terms of just like a movie and the way it's being presented as a movie.
Yeah. You got to lay it out. There's no telling what's in the book.
Yeah.
But
well,
like at the beginning, man, when they as soon as you start meeting these characters, I'm like, all right, this old man's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, right?
His brother, yeah.
Oh, his brother was the one. Like when I saw him hanging out, I was like, something's gonna happen to him, dude.
Yeah,
he's gonna see it.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's gonna send him
we
over.
were saying earlier, when the old man's trying to enlist, and then later on in the film, you know, the boy army crawls up to him.
When he said how many?
He's like, dude, you're alive. Yeah, and you look at his
the
stock,
notches
and
on
it's
his
all
gun.
knocked by how many kills. Yeah.
Yeah. He said it'll be 60 by summer.
Yeah. He was a badass, dude.
Yeah.
His dad was so fucking pissed that they killed his wife.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm killing as many of these cocksuckers as I can, dude.
And he brought his boy into war, like,
yeah.
in a fucked up war. Like, war now is different. I'm not saying it ain't dangerous, but
yeah.
Oh, just
the kind of shit they had them doing back then.
Yeah.
Fuck,
well, dude, like all those moments, because I've never seen so many people that are like in the commander position or the general position just get taken the fuck out.
Y'all remember when that one guy was standing in the pit looking around, and that sniper hits him when they hold the hat up?
Yeah, several scenes where they're just chilling in the trench.
Yeah.
Dude's just walking and just zip fucking falls over, man, takes one to the head.
Yeah.
And when they would storm, you just see bodies just dropping.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the snow?
When they crawled up in the snow,
they would crawl
with that metal thing.
With the light.
They had that little metal thing they could get behind, so that if they shoot it, they won't hit them.
Yeah.
I was like, this is intense, dude. Holy shit.
And it's like, you're right. It is such a different type of war that they were fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
And their tactics were completely different. And it's like, you're fighting a war where you start the war on horseback and you end the war with jeeps and vehicles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you start the war with like bolt action rifles, and then you end the war with like
almost automatics.
Yeah, almost automatic weapons.
fucking
Yeah, semi-automatic.
yeah.
It's crazy, and like
That
fucking the
cannon turns
mustard.
into a mortar,
Yeah,
and
and the
everything
fucking
gets
mustard
smaller.
gas. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, these dudes were just in their. They were just in their fucking t-shirt and pants and their jackets. Like,
Hmm.
could you imagine if we sent soldiers into battle like that right now?
With those
Like,
guns,
yeah, like put your fatigues on, you're
I
fine.
wouldn't.
Get
I'd be
out
like,
there.
they're not coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Everybody's gonna die. Yeah.
especially yeah.
So, and that like I think we touched on this when we did 1917, but like it's such a brutal war that really like modern day has not really they've started to take the plunge on it, but they haven't fully taken the plunge in my
They ain't
opinion
even
because
scraped the
like
surface.
no, because like it was a horrible war. World War II was a horrible war, but World War One was
The great
one
one.
of the worst. Yeah.
Well, it's because of like you guys were saying, it's because of these leaps in technology that happened during the time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you guys were saying, it would start with horseback, end with fucking jeeps and stuff, and all the while you've got moments where these motherfuckers have to still attach their bayonets to their fucking rifle.
Yeah. Could you imagine like war inevitably fuels like human growth and the growth of technology and everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, war is a huge moneymaker. So,
Yeah. Well, and it goes hand in hand. It's like
hmm
technology
yep.
advances because you need to be able to either attack or defend yourself from some type of threat, right? So, could you imagine like what if there was a war, like a legit world war happening right now, where we would technologically be at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would be fucking insane. Like if
Well,
someone was,
it's a frightening route to that progress for sure.
yeah, but it's crazy how war fuels
Growth.
just yeah, growth and human progress overall. Like the need for all of this stuff is just like we had a war. That's why we have jeeps and
Yeah.
like automatic
Well,
weapons.
Yeah.
well, it just it sucks that that it took that type of strife and struggle to breed that innovation
Yeah.
instead of
Oh yeah.
instead of a healthy uh
Yeah.
strife, as you would call it. Like instead of just, which granted it would be slower pace, but if it was just more of like a healthy thing where it's like, okay, you went from horses, well, I've got this little steam engine now. Oh, okay, well you got that steam engine. Well, I'm gonna build one with two, and it's gonna go a lot faster. Like something like that.
I'm
That
gonna
type
build an engine and have
of
a horse.
like
Yeah.
but like healthy competition. Whereas most of human history is kind of done doing the fucking exact opposite. It's like fuck just making better shit and hoping that other people can keep up. Instead, it's, oh, they've got really nice shit. Well, we're gonna go invade their country and take it.
Yeah.
There's a list out there of stuff that was created, invented like during the war, for the war, for use that we still use today.
Yeah.
I think Velcro was, right? Wasn't Velcro created? I've always heard that. Stuff like that was in, that's what they used it for, and it just kind of.
Yeah. Well, all right, here. This is just from World War II. And this is just a quick little list here. But these are the top 10 everyday
See,
inventions
there
that
is a
we owe
list.
to World War II, right? Yeah.
Of course.
So number one is computers.
Why not?
Number two is
Well,
ATMs.
from Turing.
Damn.
Yeah. Number three, super glue.
Amazing. Love it.
Yeah. Number four, penciling. Number five, satellites.
Damn.
Number six, freeze dried coffee.
Okay.
No, number seven, radar. Number eight, ballpoint pens. Number nine, jet engines, and number 10, photocopying.
Damn, dude.
I mean, it's just like
Be a
some of these.
different
Okay,
world without all that stuff.
yeah, exactly. We wouldn't be doing the podcast
No,
right
dude.
now, like at all.
Computers, man. Of course it was.
Yeah,
Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna see if I can find a list for World War One real quick here. Okay, here we go. You ready for World War One?
Yeah.
Interventions? All right, let me get it pulled up here. Hold on, it's still loading. Because it's got some good ones on here. What do you mean the page can't be reached? All right, number 1, trench coats. Number 2, daylight savings time.
What? Those motherfuckers.
Yep.
They're the ones to blame.
It was first implemented in Germany in April of 1916 as a wartime measure to conserve coal by having an extra hour of daylight in the evenings. Yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
daylight savings time.
Checks
Yeah.
out.
Number 3, blood banks.
Damn.
Number 4, sanitary pads
Mm.
like gauze and shit.
Yeah.
Number 5, Kleenex. Number 6, Pilates.
Okay.
Number 7, stainless steel.
Whoa.
Yeah. Number 8, zippers. How many things do you own has
Oh
a
shit,
zipper
dude!
on?
I can see like 10 of them right now.
Yeah. Number 9, wristwatches. And number 10, drones.
Drones.
Yeah, it says fewer than 15 years after Orville Wright soared over the dunes of Kitty Hawk, he participated in the American military's first experiment with unmanned aircraft. Charles Kettering supervised the experiments and in 1918 successfully tested an unmanned aerial torpedo that could strike a target at a distance of 75 miles. Launched by a dolly and track system, the Kettering bug consisted of a paper mache fuselage and cardboard wings. It relied on a barometer and gyroscope for guidance. The war ended, however, before it could be ready for combat.
God damn. The
I'll
Wright
post a
brothers were
picture.
before their time, man.
Boy, we came a long way with that idea.
And I see what they're talking about. It was a glider, dude. They would just throw it.
Yeah.
See how far, put it in the slingshot thing and just full
See
send,
where
dude.
we can, yeah. We can kind of fly it, but not really.
We can fly it in a line.
Yeah.
And he's like, if
Yeah.
my calculations are correct, it's going to hit right here.
Yeah. Hopefully
Okay.
the wind don't blow it off course, you know?
Yeah.
So, but it's just crazy to think.
crazy,
and like
man.
watching these older like World War One films, and I hope that we continue to get them because I mean, World War II, if you go back within the past 60 years, I'd say probably 70 years at this point, has been exhausted.
Yeah, I've got enough of those.
Cinematically. But World War One was a completely different beast, and it's a nice breath of fresh air to not only see, you know, a World War One film in general, but also a war film about something that we have no part of.
Yeah, different angle.
We have no stake in whatsoever as Americans. And to see how, I mean, these dudes lived in a countryside and they were trying to protect their home.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something that nobody that lives or has ever lived in this country has ever known or yes. And I mean, could you imagine having to protect your homeland? Like not even your house, but your whole fucking country?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. But I think they did a fantastic job. I think that the dude, the main kid, did a great job.
Oh yeah.
He did a really great job in my opinion. Like he was
scared at first.
Yeah.
He had it all. I felt it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he was looking, because I would be you'd be sitting there doing the same thing when he was just kind of taking everything in, looking around at everything that was going on. He's like, and then you know you got that dialogue in your head going like, look at these guys over here reading the letter. How can they be calm right now? Like what?
Yeah.
We're in this fucking hole, dude. They just shot our sergeant. Like.
Yeah, and then they're like they're looting the bodies, taking the boots off the bodies.
That bothered him when he took the boots off that kid's body.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, here's another scene I want to bring up. Everyone's all hunky-dory, right?
Yeah.
Whenever he wakes up that night when they all sleep in that thing and he sees that everyone is having fucking nightmares just like him. Yeah. It's like, no, dude, they're all scared. They just gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, you're there. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Like they're all traumatized. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the scene where they start pushing into like the marsh,
Yeah.
like the swampland, and the fog is rolling in and
The
everything.
one where he gets away from them.
Yeah, yeah. And that shit was crazy. I mean, dude, you're getting shot at, but you're running full force into bullets.
Yeah. And you don't know where it's coming from. You just hear
and
it.
You're just hoping to God the one don't strike you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I thought he was going to shoot one of his own guys.
Yeah, I thought that was
because when he started aiming,
when he turned around.
Yeah, well, when he started aiming, he was aiming in the direction they went.
Yeah.
And that was a cool shot, man. When he was just walking through the trees, and you could see them getting further away.
Yeah.
And then after a little bit, dude, they were just gone in that fog. That shit was, fuck being out there. I'm like, we're gonna have to wait till this fog lifts.
All the locations, man, were amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like where the scene you were describing with the fog and everything, and just how like they would have moments where it would just be like when he was looking around, it would these really nice sceneries, but then when you're in the war area, it's just shit. It's dreary. It's fucking dismal.
So, and this is something that I didn't know they did, but I'm guessing this has got to be taken out of the book. Like before they leave their house, they bury all their jewelry, all their nice stuff.
Yeah.
He was burying that shit in the ground so they could come back maybe one day and get it.
Yeah.
They're like, burn the house down. He was like, if they want to burn it down, fuck them. They can burn it down. Killing the cows.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, don't leave any livestock behind. Yeah.
Fuck this. He was like, fuck the Germans. Don't leave any cows for them.
Yeah, it's crazy how, going on Griffin, what he said, like how we've never really had to fight for this land now.
Yeah.
For so long. And how in these war movies, both World War I mean, hell, honestly, any era, but that it's just a common thing. It would be like, fuck the invaders, they're not getting anything.
Yeah. Dude, if
farmers would just tear down all of their hard work just to be like, fuck you, which, I mean, it's the logical thing, but
yeah. If that was to happen here right now, if someone attempted to invade us right now, it would be a sad state of our country.
Oh yeah.
A very sad state of our country. And it would make a lot of these boys, and I'm talking boys like older than us, boys, children, mentally children.
Yeah.
Either die or forced to become men. Forced to become men.
We're talking kids that have never, they've never been outside. They never touched a shovel.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like they don't know. A lot of them don't, man. A lot of them don't even know how to wash their own goddamn clothes.
Yeah.
And that, I'm always like, I don't know how to wash your clothes. You put it in there, you pour the shit in, you take it out, you put it in the other thing. Like,
yeah.
It's got fucking settings on it. Maybe you don't know how. Never done it.
This is what kids need. I've said this before on the podcast, that they should, and this is something I do believe in, that, between the ages of 18 and 22, you should have to enlist and serve and learn a skill.
Yeah.
Right? I also think that from the ages of 8 to 16, you should be forced to work on a farm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
that'll build a little character.
Between all those ages, from the time between age 8 and 22, radically different mentality of the country. The respect that people would have for people would be like almost sickening. You know what I mean?
But be a different world.
It would definitely be a different world. Like, I mean, I never served. I grew up on a farm though, and I can tell you that you learn a lot of shit.
Yeah. And a lot of time you get put in these situations where you can't, you're not like, how some people, they're like, nah, I don't want to do it. It's like, no, you're doing it. You're already doing it. Get over here and hold this fucking pig's guts.
Yeah.
While I clip this thing. And it's like, they're still warm.
Yeah.
Of course it is. We just fucking killed it.
Yeah.
And I'm over here
Did you not hear it scream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those people, they'll be like, I'm not doing that. If your fucking grandparents told you to do it,
yeah,
you're gonna do it, man.
Yep. But no, man, the film had tons of cool shots, and it was a very interesting story, and like I would check the book out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd probably be nice to see.
Yeah.
Because they had pictures at the end. That was some of the guys' pictures to back his story up.
It was creepy, right? Seeing those old photos.
Yeah.
Every time I see photos from World War I, World War II, it's so creepy, man.
They are creepy.
Yeah.
It's like pictures of ghosts.
Yeah. So apparently in the book, the kid, he ends up marrying the girl, the nurse. And they have children. And, and they, grow old together and all this kind of stuff. But one of the main things that the movie leaves out, that the book, it's a very pivotal part of the book that they left out, that the studio kind of interfered with, was before he met her, he had another love interest. And I don't think it was the girl
that he let wear his hat.
Yeah, I don't think it was her. I think this was a different girl. But there was a lot of stuff that happened between him and this other girl earlier in the story before he met the nurse, that like really kind of
his first girl.
And it shaped him, in that way. War shaped him in one way, and this other relationship shaped him in another way. And a lot of people online were upset because they took that out, because it was such an important part of the book as his character growth and character development as an individual. But if they would have left that in, it would have turned into like a 2 hour 45-minute movie.
Yeah. House always wins, man.
I know, right?
Studio moved in, was like,
yeah, cut it.
Can't do that.
Yeah. I would hope that they filmed all that stuff.
Yeah, and it's
they'll release like a director's cut one day.
Be nice.
Yeah, because I would like to see, because the relationship played a very important part towards the end of the film, but his relationship with anybody other than his dad and his brother, really didn't take any kind of forefront in the film. And his relationship with his dad was kind of fucked up. Like not in a bad,
you could tell, like, whenever and they never really said it in the movie, but whenever the guy's like listing his list of accomplishments when he was in the service.
Yeah.
He was in the service a long time.
Yeah.
I think he said he gave us 15 years.
Yeah.
So he was gone a lot.
Yeah.
When he was a kid.
Yeah.
He had to be, right? And then when he came home, he was just Pa,
Yeah.
We got chickens, we're doing this, probably never telling the stories about all the people he's killed. Like,
yeah. And then you see that drastic change, like them leaving, the interactions that they have at the house when they're burying everything, burning the house down. And then once they enlist and his dad is like the commander, at this like academy or whatever, you see this, but you also see, and I love these little parts of the film where you see these side glances.
Where he's looking at him.
Yeah, you see those moments whenever his dad is proud of him. Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's why when remember when they were playing around and his dad was like, I want you guys to stand in this pose for like an hour.
Yeah.
And y'all saw the pose, one leg up. I mean, dude, after 10 minutes of that, you'll be like, just kill me. Just shoot me. My leg, I can't, man.
Yeah.
But he was being kind of tough on him because he knew what he was going into.
Yeah.
And he's like, we need to be serious.
Yeah, this isn't.
There's a time for fun, but you're headed out to the front line, motherfucker. You don't know what that means yet, but I do.
Yeah.
But the side, he was always catching it's so much so I was always looking for it. I was like, is his dad gonna check on him? Like when they come and told him happy birthday.
Yeah.
His dad was like, say thank you.
But yeah, man, great. I really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
I love seeing stuff like this from a different perspective, and kind of seeing the horrors that other people had to go through. How they had to survive or find a way to survive. And I mean, everybody killed it. All the actors and actresses were great. All of the All the cinematography was fantastic. The writing was good. Everything was great. I really enjoyed it.
All the bodies did a good job.
Yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah. I mean, fuck it. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna give it a full star, man.
Yeah, man.
I could see myself watching this again, especially if they do have like some type of a director's cut or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it. I was gonna say this. I think by law, as a director, if they bring you in to make a movie, it's like, okay, look, you can release in theaters whatever fucking cut you want to release.
Yeah.
But after a certain period of time that passes,
yeah,
I get to release my director's cut.
Yeah.
That should be mandatory. That should be part of the Screen Actors Guild, like union.
Yeah.
Like you can't take a job unless they agree to that.
Yeah. I agree.
Because we'll never, you know, even the people that read the book, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, come on, man.
The whole middle of it, the book is gone.
Yeah.
See, we didn't even really get to see the thing, you know, like he just kind of, I knew he was going to end up with the girl. I was like,
oh, yeah, yeah.
He's taking a fucking shine to her, you know?
Yeah. Taking a shine to her.
Yeah. Full star, man. It's a full star.
Yeah. What'd you think about it, Trav?
I give it a full star, man. It was a great movie.
Yeah. This is the great thing about Foreign Film February, guys.
Yeah.
We get to just absorb entertainment from other parts of the world and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. I mean, how fucked up was it, the firing line thing? You know what I mean?
There was that moment, though, that I wish his dad would have been there to see him.
Yeah.
When he looked around at those kids, one's crying, the other one's praying. One gets up to run, they shoot his ass.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I got to do something. So he grabs the gun and he starts doing that fucking shoot, you know, duck down, reload, clear.
Yeah.
Shoot again. And they were like, yeah. And they just start doing it. Start seeing bodies drop. It's like, that's all you got to do, man. Shoot. Just don't lay here. They're on their way.
Yeah.
Let's get somebody back on that machine gun while we're at it.
Yeah, right.
When that guy on the machine gun gets shot, one more, you get right up there. Go. File in, because
we got to
these motherfuckers are coming.
Mm-hmm.
And they're men.
Oh, yeah.
On the other side. They're going to kill you when they get here.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck how old you are.
That's just a crazy, that style of, you know, like combat, man. Like, we're going to run at each other.
Yeah.
And then when we get there, we're going to start stabbing each other and hitting people with fucking hammers and shit. And
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. It was great, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
We got a little inside scoop here on what had been happening since you know, the Big Bang happened.
Back.
Yeah,
a little bit.
So yeah, I mean, Trav said last week that, you know, that the black chick was that one chick's daughter, and sure as shit,
that's her daughter.
Yeah.
Walks past a picture of her mom. Griffin, how cool was that when they did the reverse snap? I was sitting there watching that happen, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I was like, oh, everybody's coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And I love how time for them has not passed.
No, dude.
She thinks that it's still 5 years earlier, and she's like, what the fuck, you know?
Remember when she was sitting, the first time you see her talking to Wanda in like 3, I think, when they're at that little get together?
Yeah, with the
and she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. 1 minute I was in a black room, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe that was her remembering her.
Yeah.
When she was gone during the thing.
Right.
Yeah, dude, she was still laying next to the hospital bed in the chair.
Yeah.
Here's what's crazy, though. It's like, she starts running through the hallway, everybody starts coming back, you know?
Yeah.
Doctor's like, she died after you disappeared. What?
Yeah. Well, and think about it this way, like, how many people inevitably died still because of where they were when the snap took place?
Yeah. Like you're in a car that somebody's driving.
Yeah, and then when you come back 5 years later, you're just standing in the middle of the freeway.
Yeah, like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we were driving, you disappeared.
Yeah, then he got hit by a car. 5 years later.
Welcome back. You haven't aged a day.
Yeah. I like the sword stuff a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, and it's it's good that they're branching out.
Yeah, I like that they picked sword over shield.
Yeah, right. So I enjoy that a shitload, and I even like the little Asian dude, the FBI agent.
Yeah, he's funny. He was an Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He's funny.
And
he's like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And they bring back one of my longtime crushes.
Kat Dennings.
So I can't, dude.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw her, I was like,
I knew she was in the show. I was waiting. I was like, how are they gonna bring her in?
Yeah, dude.
And she's like, I need an old TV.
Yeah.
And they're sitting here watching the show. Now, remember earlier in the season when they show us someone watching the show?
And then turning it on.
All right. Different TV. Different desk.
Yes.
Completely different than her. Because I was like, that's not the same, So there's still someone involved here.
Yeah.
Was it all fingers point to Hydra? But what?
El Hydra.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's good though, dude. When she looked at Vision and he was dead.
Oh, that was creepy as fuck.
And the teaser for next week, they show him like walk to the edge, like he's gonna walk out of the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if he walks out of that dude and just drops dead because he's dead? I think this is how she's dealing with it. It's a when you got powers and shit, you deal with death differently. Like
Yep. But it was good though, man. I can't wait for the next episode. And do you think that from here on out they'll do something like let's say they'll do a couple episodes with Wanda and Vision, and then they'll do an episode with Geraldine or any of the other background players, or do you think that now?
I'll go finish, bro. I'm sorry.
Do you think that now it'll swap back and forth between WandaVision and then as a quote unquote commercial break, it just swaps to like Kat Dennings and Geraldine and kind of what they're doing out there for like a quick little, 3 to 5 minute thing, and then go right back into the WandaVision stuff?
I'd be down with that.
I think it'll be a mix mash of both, and then eventually it'll do away with the separate timelines, and it'll just all be going on at once.
It'll all catch up to each other. Remember before when you were talking about you like the way they were doing it, like, they'd show you a little bit, then they'd give you some back stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of did that. Like they was laying out all this shit for us this first 4 episodes, and then when we get into this one, it's like we're seeing what's been happening on the outside. Because seeing that episode, they're on like episode 2. When the boss comes over. Yeah. So they're behind a little.
Yeah. Just a bit.
Yeah.
Well, since they also know that it's jumping from different eras.
Yeah.
And they clearly now are going to know about the concept that when you go in the bubble, you get auto cast into whatever role Wanda, whatever her powers decide for you to be.
Yeah.
It's it's like, how are they going to navigate through those different times now?
Yeah. Well, not only that, but is it selective? Like, you only see Geraldine attempt to go into the bubble, right?
That and the beekeeper.
Yeah.
But he was in a suit, and it turned him into a beekeeper, like.
Yeah.
Because it made sense with his suit.
Well, and
it also changed the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't it like when he was underground, everything was fine, but once he hit surface, he went through it?
You could see it was a little bit before he went out of the manhole cover.
Yeah.
His clothes started changing.
Yeah, he was still underground when he hit the barrier.
Yeah.
Remember the line fucking cut? Like it couldn't go through. It just...
Yeah.
That was cool.
So it's interesting. I'm interested to see what they decide to do with it, man, because it's it's been really good so far, and like I really like this idea of them, doing the classic, kind of parody of the TV series from back in the day and whatnot. But I'm now interested, of course, along with the rest of the world, of like, what the fuck is Sword up to?
Yeah.
And then how are the events from this going to cause this inevitable like domino topple of Doctor Strange? You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
We were
And
looking at
that's
some stuff the other night. I was looking at some stuff with Travis, and we saw like so she's gonna be Geraldine. She's gonna be in the next Miss Marvel movie or Captain Marvel,
right.
and at some point she's supposed to have some powers like her mom did.
Oh,
And
okay.
whenever she got tossed out of that thing, did she have her powers? Trav, what were you saying? When she's rolling around on the ground, she looks like someone else. Um,
Well, when you remember whenever Captain Marvel got her powers and stuff, it sent her flying off into the distance,
Yeah.
but like there was still like residual
yeah,
energy
when she
around
hits the
her.
ground, you could see it all over her body, and it's the same
You can
color.
still
And
see Scarlet Witch's shit, and who's to say? Because like throughout the episode, they keep referencing background radiation.
Yeah.
Who's to say that on top of what Wanda is doing herself, you know, whatever's yet to be revealed is in tandem with her, and maybe that was just enough energy to hit her, knock her through the barrier, and some wibbly wobbly happen, and she gets
Right.
her powers that way.
Well,
Which because it's that's another speculation that's on the internet.
take that idea and run with it a little bit, right? So, what if the people that exist inside the world are actually real? They're not like creations of her mind, other than Vision. And what if when they come out of it, if they come out of it, then they start developing powers. And
Like the X-Men.
while they were in there, their genetics were mutated. I
yeah, they're
mean,
definitely real people. Like, cause they had everyone ID'd on that board, everyone except for Stay Golden Pony Boy.
yeah.
For some reason, she doesn't have a driver's license
Well, she's a
or
thief, dude.
identification, But the rest of them do.
Yeah,
They had them on that board. We know who this person is and this person. So I'm
yeah,
guessing all those people like lived in that town.
yeah. But and with her cops, like
Yeah,
the cops
we're
said the
cops of
town didn't exist.
Eastview.
Yeah.
I
So
thought this
what
was
was
Westview.
is that like?
So
Did
that
she
means there has
manifest?
to be something else because even on the outside of it,
Yeah.
this shit's weird.
Well, yeah, and I was under the assumption that the cops were like these things that Wanda created to throw people off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just puts these cops right outside the entrances and exits of the town where the roads are, and they're just like, this town doesn't exist. This is crazy. You should take an alternate route, and all this kind of stuff. Or maybe it doesn't exist. Who knows,
Yeah,
dude?
remember the Asian FBI guy was like, he's like, don't you feel it? Like it doesn't want you to go in.
Yeah,
And she's
Kind of like
like, yeah.
when an animal marks its territory and other animals can sense it.
yeah,
And Geraldine was like, yeah, I'm going in.
yeah. Fuck this. She's like, I got grounded by my mom, and she's dead. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a chuckle moment. She's like, I'm grounded. What do you mean? It's like, well, your mom, put this thing that if anybody comes back, they're grounded. They can't do all this shit. And it's like, it was a perfect joke that they didn't make where it's like, she died 2 years ago or whatever, and I'm still getting grounded by my mom, like, but anyway.
That does kind of make sense though, because when they told her, they said, Geraldine doesn't have a house here. So everybody else
Yeah.
like lives in a house there.
Yeah.
She's the only one that was from out of town. Like,
Yeah.
she's not from here.
One part that stood out to me because I watched it again with D yesterday, and there's a part that whenever you watch it again, it kind of stands out a little more, or at least right now. But when when all the housewives are gathered around and they're talking and they're planning the
Talent show.
talent show and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a part where Geraldine leans over to her and she says, "I'm not doing anything because I'm too scared to move."
Yeah.
Like, I felt like there was more to that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that would have been right when she came in, kind of.
Yeah.
She just showed up there.
And the whole cult-like thing that's happened over several episodes, we hear them all just chant for the children.
Yeah.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little odd going on here.
No one's really pointing that out in all these crazy little videos that I'll see from time to time.
Yeah. You should start a channel, dude.
Something D picked up on too is that throughout the episodes they make a point to show you Vision and Wanda's house address or house number.
Yeah.
And it's 2800, and apparently there's there's a Earth designated Earth 2800 in the Marvel universe.
Whoa.
And possibly a theory is running that there's two universes kind of rubbing against each other right now, and Wanda might be the key to how that whole town is like a bleed over of two different universes, coupled with her own constructs being done.
And what, like, all right, she sees Vision dead. She's having traumatic issues, this, that, and the other. What if somehow she manifests Vision from this 2800 world? We've talked about this at nauseum. It's like the way to get the X-Men into it is by using Wanda, Scarlet Witch. If that becomes a reality to where it's like, hey man, this is another universe. They're rubbing together right here. There's some weird shit. These people that are here don't fucking belong here, but they are. This is weird. Then it's like, okay, now what other universes exist, and how do we get to rub them together to bring other? You know what I'm saying? Like it just.
And then we have our multiverse of madness.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I really think they keep saying that they're not going to bring the X-Men and all this shit in like anytime soon. They continue to say that, but them doing WandaVision as the first Marvel series and knowing what she is, it just doesn't make sense. They're going to have to bring them in way sooner.
Well, I think they've already kind of misdirected with that statement, because let's look at the Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah, I was going to say in that Spider-Man movie they went into that other.
What's the one thing we didn't get out of the Spider-Man trilogy that we were all thankful for? And it was 30 minutes of Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man.
Yes.
And it's because the audiences know that story.
Yes.
I think the audiences are well versed in X-Men too, considering how long the Fox franchises went on. So the audience doesn't need to know exactly how every X-Men in the fucking MCU exists. It's just that they're there.
Yes.
And what we're already getting in the planning right now with the films is we're going to have Storm showing up in Black Panther 2.
Yes.
The rumor on the street is that Wolverine is going to be one of the big reveals in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
So they're going to just piece the X-Men where they can fit in the context of a story, which is, I think, the perfect way to do it.
Smart.
That lets the mainline X-Men get to have a little arc alongside some familiar faces, and then when the time's right, we get a proper X-Men film.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, the Avengers haven't quite got their shit together yet. Well, who can save the day? These motherfuckers can, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And build on that and let them get ingrained in the MCU timeline, and then perhaps we can get our Avengers versus X-Men event.
Yeah.
Because I think one thing that we've one thing we didn't consider while we've talked about this a lot too is that we've always kind of approached it of the idea that X-Men versus Avengers is what's going to make the X-Men get ingrained in the timeline. And it's like, well, if we slow burn all the heroes in their own way, then we can build up to it, because that's another several movie film arc leading up to that event for sure.
Another 10 years.
Well, I mean, because you got to think, you can have them introduced, everything be in harmony. You have these battles with all the various villains and rogues galleries of heroes that we like. And then throughout the movies, instead of having like a MacGuffin keep things together, keep having shit happen that forces the X-Men to think their allegiance to mankind, and also with the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because ultimately what will happen in the timeline, if they go anything remotely like the comics, is they're going to build up that the X-Men are there and everything, but they have their little area. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, whatever they decide to do, I'm excited for it, man. Either way, because this is going to be this is some good writing, and this is some good ideas, and it makes me hopeful for all the other series coming out. And yeah, I mean, and back to, I wanted to hit on this for a second. Origin stories, right? We don't need all the X-Men origin stories, obviously, like you said, but there's two acceptable things that I will be like, origin story, fuck yeah. And the first one is any type of cosmic hero, anything. Even though we didn't get a lot of like origin story per se from Guardians of the Galaxy, we got enough to get us by, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like the Eternals, I kind of want a little bit of a 15-minute like cinematic CGI intro explaining what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Because I've never read
Well,
the
that's the
Eternals.
perfect, yeah, that's the perfect movie for stuff like that.
Yeah. But the only other one that I want character-wise through the whole fucking Marvel universe is Fantastic Four. Because the way that they get their powers and that experience that these characters share together is going to set the tone for the rest of the fucking cinematic franchise of Fantastic Four. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think that's appropriate. Now, there's some other ones that I think would be cool to harken back to. It be like if they decide to do Ghost Rider, and his deal and all this kind of stuff that kind of allowed him to become Ghost Rider. Now, it would be cool if we didn't get that straight up like first 15 minutes and then go. It'd be nice if like it built and built and built to like a second or third film to where it actually exposes what this deal was and what the stakes are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's interesting ways to do origin stories in a short amount of time, and you don't have to do it in the first film. You can do it 3 films later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
I think, and I agree. I think there's a place for origin stories, absolutely. But we don't we're already aware of the X-Men. Really, is just the main thing. Just because it's a way that they'll be able to reboot them, retcon them, whatever path they choose, and we already know that okay, they're mutants. All
yeah,
right, some mutants are gonna have already went through their mutation and have been out in the wild for already.
yeah,
But a lot of them, it feels like a lot of them is going to be geared towards, well, some of the cosmic events. The consequences have been that the certain heroes got their powers imbued then,
right,
because you know there's no way anyone is going to accept Wolverine just suddenly becoming Wolverine.
right. I would
Like he's
accept.
going to have his agelessness, the Weapon X program, like his whole backstory. Like they're gonna need, like, we'll definitely get the refresher 30 minutes of what we want out of a Wolverine story.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, not to diminish Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine, but whoever the next guy's gonna be, he's clearly gonna get his own deal, and I feel like they may do that with Falcon and Winter Soldier. It would be crazy if that's how some of that story gets brought in, like
Oh, like
because
they stumble
one of the
across the
things
Weapon X thing.
Yeah, or just something as simple as they find it, because one of the things about the show and some of the interview stuff that gets released here and there is uh uh I think isn't it Aaron Mackey that plays Falcon? Isn't that
Anthony
his name?
Mackie.
Something Anthony Mackie, sorry. Him as well as Sebastian Stan in interviews, they've kind of like tried to like get away from the who gets to wear the mantle of Cap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't go that route, then it would be interesting that like they get put on a mission for vibranium.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we need more of this shit. Well, come up with somewhat of a reason,
Yeah.
But long story short, they come across Strucker, fucking adamantium. They find out about the weapon. You know what I mean? Like they can gear over towards it where they're like, we've had this motherfucker for a long time. He's old as shit.
Yeah.
As far as we can tell, this motherfucker, he regenerates no matter what we fucking do to him.
Yeah.
So we took him and we fucking turned his bones into skeleton or into metal,
Because fuck them. Like it's such a crazy idea.
Because fuck that goddamn super soldier serum.
Yeah. Right. Here's what I think though, real quick. They've got away, like you said, from who's going to be Cap, right?
Yeah.
This is all I'm saying. They're both Cap. It takes two people to live up to Captain America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To fill those shoes.
Or we have a we are Captain America moment.
But they do the dance. They touch their fists together and they become composite Falcon Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm going? See where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Split vertically. Half of them's black with the Falcon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The other half, robot arm, long hair, Winter Soldier, but the eye patch is on that side. So Winter Soldier can't see shit.
Yeah.
But you see where I'm going with this, though?
What I thought you were saying was that both of them, their bodies split down the middle, and then the two bodies join. So they're like, there's two of them, but they're split.
Yeah.
So like, he's got one
Wonder
good eye.
Woman powers activate in the form of Steve Rogers.
But yeah. He can't see shit.
He can't see shit.
He's constantly getting call outs.
Yeah.
I got two on me. Swing your fucking arm, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we're getting.
It's funny.
I know that I've only looked at it once, but it was the article a few months ago where Feige came out and gave us the title card for Phase 4 and what we can expect and everything. In one of the show lineups, we're getting a secret invasion.
Yes.
So, could that be the big crossover event for Disney?
Yeah, that could be, man.
Where Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, where all that shit coalesces. Like, it's the TV event that's not going to be made into a film.
Yeah. I mean that would work though,
Because Secret Invasion is such a long story and told through so many perspectives that making that a TV show or just a limited series makes way more sense than trying to condense it into one film to be like a touchstone between the next big team up.
Right.
Because you'd have all these different heroes and different perspectives all over the world, in space, the cosmic element, like the Skrull invasion's fucking everywhere,
Right. But yeah, I'm excited. And they may do a thing, like DC's doing with their Crisis. Was it Crisis or Flashpoint? The one that they did recently.
Infinite Crisis or something?
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Infinite Earth.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, all of their crossover events, like it takes place in every series and then it comes together at a certain point, in each series it comes together. So if they do Secret Wars like that, make it that big, then it could definitely be something that they do there.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll have all the series running together at the same time, but who's to say that they could just release a one-off, Falcon Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? And that episode be like an hour and 10 minutes long, and it be like their perspective from what all's going on and how they get up with the group. And then you have like another, 45-minute WandaVision episode where it catches you up or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they could do that. Like they've got fucking Disney Plus. They can release whatever the fuck they want whenever.
Yeah, and then have it to where the last episode, we get our reintroduced Captain Marvel, who's clearly obviously going to be recast and everything. And did y'all happen to see that?
No. Is it
Brie
official?
Larson, I think so. Brie Larson is supposedly going to be recast.
Yeah, we
But I
talked
don't know
about
if
that
that's
here a while
rumor.
back. Yeah, because remember I was talking about her YouTube channel, and that her YouTube channel did so bad, they're like, we gotta get rid of her. It wasn't all the YouTube channel, but
Yeah.
here's the thing: people don't like her. You know, like that's
Well,
Well,
she keep her fucking mouth
they don't
shut, then it
like
might be
her.
different. I'm just saying.
And you know, when you're playing an Avenger,
Yeah.
numbers got to be up.
Yeah.
They can't have
Approval
somebody
rating.
tanking because they're gonna do movies, and
The
they can't
approval
tank
rating.
it. Like,
okay. Says Marvel boss Kevin Feige gave fans something to look for years. Hold on. Feige presented a long list of Marvel movies shown during Disney's 2020 Investor Day and officially put an end to the Brie Larson Captain Marvel firing rumors. So that's misinformation. I apologize.
But I mean, it's for real though. Those approval ratings for the Avengers cast got to be higher than the president's approval rating. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm just saying. So, but y'all want to hit some a couple little movie news things here?
Well, The Stand was good.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about The Stand. Oh yeah, The Stand was great.
It was good.
And it was called The Walk or The Long Walk or
Yeah,
whatever it
something
was
like
for a
that.
reason. There were a lot of walking. We saw the downfall of Harold.
Dude, how fucked up is that though? She's like, you gotta go there and you gotta walk. And they're like, we
Yeah.
gotta walk. She's like, yes, you do. You
And
know?
you only take the clothes on your back.
Yeah, so they start walking. Of course. Did y'all notice this? Like, that whole scene. Who's the old guy with the vape?
Oh,
Y'all know his name in the show? I can't remember it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one with the dog.
yeah.
And the whole time you're watching this scene, they make you think that he's going to fall.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it kept like, and it was like, oh, he's going to fall. He's going to get hurt. And it's like, it's Stu?
The
Not only
golden
did he
child?
fall, dude,
Man,
he fucked his
during
leg
that walking,
up.
during that walking montage, in my head, I guess it's from where I watched Ice Age with the kids so much as like back in the day, and I just heard the whole time. I just wanted a clip of it being the whole did on the way, on the way. Just that, or fucking put the fucking Hobbit traveling music to it.
Or fucking, you make my dreams come true.
So many drone shots of them walking.
And they were going to walk all the way there, and they were like, well, if we keep walking at this rate, we'll be there by February. And it's like, god damn. But here, that's the plan, dude. They're going to run into people along the way. They're going to find dude.
Good thing Larry brought the guitar.
Tom Cullen's going to show up, you know? They'll run into him somewhere.
Man, that dude had plenty of paydays on him.
And then here's the thing. What if they run into the kid with the bomb? It's like they're out there for a reason.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect her to die.
Scene of Trash Can Man.
Right.
This is a guy that played the Flash too, right?
Yelling, just like right.
Yeah.
Just motherfucker, just being like, yeah.
No, I remember you, Trav. You said before you watch that episode, I just want to say one thing. There's some exquisite acting.
Yeah.
And right there at the beginning, when I saw him, I was like, this is what he was talking about. That dude went for it, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
And the director wasn't like, Turner, could you peel that back just a little? Like,
yeah. Did you say who wrote this episode, though?
No.
Owen King. Stephen King's
his son?
Yeah, one of his sons.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
This the one that did that cornfield movie?
That
he did with him? Okay, I didn't know if he had another son that was a writer.
So here's my thing. What's Amazon's deal with masturbation?
Amazon. HBO,
Amazon, or just TV in general nowadays.
What makes you say that?
They always attribute They always
Did you see the guy
attribute
jerking off in
psychos
The
with, like-
Boys?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, he's like, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
He fucking
and
busts
then
one
this
on the
dude's
city,
blowing up a
dude.
bunch of shit. And he's sitting there beating off too. He's jumping in the air,
Yeah.
fucking beating it down like
It's testosterone, dude.
I don't know what their deal is, but I know it might have something to do with Jeff Bezos stepping down today as CEO. Just saying.
it makes for some fucked up character development, but
yeah, I mean, how crazy was this
Harold's death?
desert? Well, the Harold's death thing was crazy, and he was fucking
Pissed.
But, I mean, you know, you saw it coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, she was going to
they
kill
talking
him.
about the desert rape.
Yeah. The desert rape was what I was talking about originally.
Yeah,
Where
where
she's
it's
like, yeah.
Oh, where she was
She's
banging
getting-
that sand body?
Yeah.
Now, when y'all saw
now we
him
realize
in the form of that sand,
Well,
were
we
y'all not
realize
like,
now
I don't know
that-
how that could feel good. That's
well now we know why Nadine's such a bitch. She's got sand in her vagina
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, for real.
that's all I could think when I
'Cause
saw him.
Flag's been beating it
Fooling
down
with
for
her.
several episodes now, you know.
And then she was so excited to walk down there and greet him when they got there,
Yeah, I know.
looking like
Um,
fucking the Chucky's bride. I don't know.
Yeah. She looked like a Tim Burton character.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
The
what I
bride
mean?
of
Like,
Chucky over here.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
And I think we both know, we all know. Fucking Larry Underwood found that goddamn journal quick.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
walked up and picked it up. I was like, damn. And here was the thing: when I saw the dude lay
he
it
had
on the
no
rocks
reason
over there,
to approach the body.
or the stick,
And the reason he did have was fucking dumb.
hey, there's no way I'm taking my jacket off
No.
and putting it
No.
over him, freeze my ass off out there.
In this apocalypse, bitch, this
He had a
leather.
book bag, dude. Put his head in it. You know,
Yeah.
he was already all
better
fucked
yet-
up.
Or better yet, yeah, his eyes have been pecked out. You're too late, Larry.
And this motherfucker's
So-
dying with a stick in his chest, and he's like, "Let me write a little short story."
Yeah. I remember when I was a boy.
We always played on the swing.
So I mean, Flag
Of flying through sunlight.
can see through these ravens, right?
I think so.
Like that's a thing, right?
I think
Because
he
that's
can
what I
see
was
it.
thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
It's an eye in the
he
sky.
basically force projected a sand version of him to fucking impregnate this chick.
Yeah.
So I think that, yeah, you're right.
Do y'all
He can
pick
see
up
through
this
the-
thing like that he really don't want to bang her? He's just doing it because he has to.
Well,
Didn't y'all get that from him?
Listen, it showed us what Flag wants to do. He just wants to hover, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Like he just wants to hover.
Well, that was like he just unlocked that skill on the skill tree.
Oh yeah, and
So
he's like, I gotta
he's
try it
wanting
on.
to
Yeah.
He's gonna use it
He's
every
he-
time you
yeah,
look at him.
he's-
He's hovering. It's like, God damn it!
He's spamming jump, dude.
Yeah.
He was straight tapped into it, man. When he
Yeah,
was in
he
the corner of
was.
the room, she was like, he just hovers all day. Never spent any time with me.
Yeah. All he wanted
just-
to do was
I just-
impregnate me.
Whenever his henchman, the real flamboyant one, I just want a moment where everyone turns on Flag and he's like, I turned a new leaf, Flag, and puts the hat to the other side.
You know who he reminds me of?
Curtis?
Stevie.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it all these fixes. Katie.
Teeny.
That's who he reminds me of. That dude would have been better.
Like or no, no, it's the same sequence, but he's like, sorry, Randall, I've donned a new flag.
Yeah.
Changes the hat.
I'm changing the flag. Puts up a he will
Wait.
not divide us.
We got what, 2 episodes left?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm ready. I wish
Shit's-
that they just go ahead and release the last 2 episodes this week.
Oh wait, here's what what's his name? Tom Collins. He's gonna find Stu and help him get back, right? That's gotta happen,
mean,
right?
You think so?
It's got to.
I mean, you never know.
Well, see, she told
He's
him.
gonna roll up and be like, news from the underground, MOON.
Yeah.
That spells secret.
Well, she told him that she wanted him to be in charge.
Yeah.
But how can he be in charge if he's not there? Like, she sent him off.
Yeah.
So as soon as he leaves, he breaks his leg. Oh, guess what? I got to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Tom's going to roll up and be like, hey,
or
boss.
Or if Tom Cullen's like, MMON, that spells check his crevice. Yeah. Oh, shit. It's Stu. How you doing?
What you doing down there, Stu? Yeah, he is.
That's not how you play soccer, Stu.
Yeah. Your leg looks mighty bad, Stu. And then he's just gonna come walking into town holding him like a baby. Like,
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Man.
Stu, and like the whole time, like Stu's writing, like it shows like he's writing in a journal this whole time, but when he cut to it, it's him mapping out a new D&D campaign.
Yeah. Now, she said y'all can take the clothes on your back, which they brought a book bag. Y'all saw the book bags, right? Okay, did anybody else, did they bring a fucking walkie-talkie?
No.
They got these high-tech 100-mile walkie-talkies over here.
Nothing but the clothes on their back.
It's the fucking walkie-talkies from Jurassic Park. You know? The good ones.
Yeah.
And they can't bring a walkie-talkie, call in, be like, we need a med flight. Somebody need a med pack.
I know we're diverging here, but like, fucking walkie-talkies. I want the night vision goggles.
Yeah. Are they expensive? No, he says they're heavy. Yeah. It's expensive. Put it down. I went by that for years. That was code. Like, is it heavy? Yeah, it's expensive. Put it down.
In rain, sleet, sun, or moon, with these bad boys, we'll see flags games.
But yeah, so far so good, man. I can't wait. It's been
I'm
great.
excited. So we got a couple of titty bits here. There's a
I've been working on it.
A movie that Adam's been working on something, Trav. The Adam Project images tease father-son time travel antics with Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo. It says
I didn't know he had them kind of contacts.
I know, right?
When Griffin said the title earlier, I was like, I've been working on it. And he didn't say anything for a minute, and he was like, you've been working? I was like, yeah, you know the movie. Yeah, and was like, oh, okay. I see what you did there. Forgot your name was Adam for a minute.
Yeah. Like I was hanging out with Rye the other day. Oh, that's why I call Ryan.
So anyway, I mean, there's some pictures. It's cool. But more importantly, there's a time travel movie with a father and son duo with Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo. So let's go ahead and take bets on it. I mean, we're going to watch this for the podcast, obviously, right? So who's the father and who's the son?
Ruffalo's got to be the older one, right?
I think that
they look the same age.
I think that Ryan Reynolds is going to be the father.
Listen, okay, but Ruffalo, he's not going to be the son, right? Like, there's another kid. There's got to be another kid, right?
I don't know, dude.
This doesn't make sense though. Look at him in those pictures.
Well, it's a time travel movie.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
there's a twist.
Yeah,
they'll probably do that because you already think that Ruffalo's going to be
the dad.
So it'll probably be the other way around. One giveaway could be their clothes, but no, they're dressed the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
In every image, Mark Ruffalo has the same what face, like
he's concerned.
Yeah,
dude.
look at how concerned he is about that car.
Yeah.
He's like, all I have is fucking liability.
Fuck.
But yeah, I'm down to watch that.
Yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, I mean, it was just pictures, but I didn't know that they were working on a father-son time travel film, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to touch on this real quick. Batman the Long Halloween animated movie gets bloody and violent with PG-13 rating. It says that the upcoming animated adaptation of Batman the Long Halloween won't shy away from the comic's more adult themes. The animated two-part adaptation of beloved DC comic The Long Halloween has now reportedly received an official rating of PG-13 from the MPA. The animated feature was given the rating for all the good stuff that it's going to include, such as violence, bloody images, language, and some smoking. Many of DC's animated adaptations have been given this rating, with the movies refusing to shy away from some of the more adult-oriented themes that feature in the comic book source material. So I'm excited. I mean, DC kills it with their animated stuff, man.
Yeah.
And The Long Halloween is a fantastic Batman story. So I'm very excited for this. Very. Next up, we've got Edgar Wright is on his third draft of the Baby Driver 2 script.
Okay.
Says Baby Driver director Edgar Wright has now confirmed that the script is written and ready to go for the highly anticipated sequel. However, while Wright reveals that the script for Baby Driver 2 is complete, don't start revving your engines just yet, as something is still holding the following follow-up back, something far beyond Wright's control. He says, it's written. I've actually written 3 drafts of it. It's funny. You get fans on social media saying what's happening to blah, blah, and you know there's a global pandemic, right? Some things are beyond even me. So, you know, it's being held up, you know, thanks to pandemic. But
Fucking
I mean,
pandy.
well, and this is the main reason that I wanted to bring this up is like loved Baby Driver,
Yeah.
bought Baby Driver, you know.
Yeah.
Do we really need a follow up? Because I think that the film ended on such a good note. What's the point? Now I may be.
I think it should have been a one and done.
Yeah, I agree. Now I may be eating these words in 2 years, but right now I really don't think that it's worth making a sequel to. But if Edgar Wright's doing it, if the cast that is still alive is coming back, and all this kind of stuff, then sure, let's play it out and see what happens with it. But I just wanted to hit on that for a second. I mean, I really, really enjoyed Baby Driver, and I've watched it several times.
I remember a while back, it's been whenever we heard that he was working on another script. I mean, this was like, this movie came out 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So, we talked about that, like, does it need another one? Not really, but we'll,
Yeah. We'll give her a
right.
go.
I mean,
Yeah.
will Kevin Spacey be in it?
Probably not.
What makes you say that?
Well,
he's
Is
busy.
he retarded? Is he slow? Hell no.
He's retired.
Oh, he's forcefully retired, right? He got a dishonorable discharge.
Yeah.
So,
but I watch.
He's been demoted to the role of Frank.
Yeah,
for life.
You don't want to be a Frank for life, dude. Next up, this is very interesting. So, Rod Sterling biopic is very ambitious with fantasy elements. Teases Donnie Darko director. Richard Kelly has shared an update on his highly anticipated Rod Sterling biopic. The project was first announced back in August of 2019, and the Twilight Zone fans have been waiting for any kind of update since then. However, Kelly has been pretty busy. Though he admits that the upcoming biopic is a very special project, it seems that Kelly and his crew are trying to get everything dialed before they start the production. So in an interview promoting the Southland Tales Blu-ray, he said that, this is a very special project. It's a very ambitious project, and we want to get it right. We want to make sure we have the right talent and the right budget, and all the elements need to be just perfect for the project to get made. And we have such respect for Rod Sterling's legacy and the enormous footprint that he left in our business and in our culture. So we've been working on that for several years. And the box came out in
2009, dude. I'm sitting over here
Yeah.
like, he's blaming shit on the pandemic.
Yeah.
Bitch, you ain't put nothing out since 2009.
Yeah.
Get to work.
He also goes in to say here that we've been working very closely with Anne Sterling, Rod's daughter. I've adapted her memoir that she published about her father and his life, and it's very ambitious project to a biopic, and it involves a lot of fantasy elements. There is a big fantasy science fiction concept in the sort of approach that we're taking to try and tell the story of his life. So that's a really complicated, difficult needle to thread. We are definitely working on it, and hopefully at some point we'll get that project off the ground. And it's really just about getting all the elements to work. So fingers crossed that we'll get there and we can really pay a tribute to Rod's life in the best way possible. I mean, honestly, could they have picked a better director, writer
No,
to work on it?
especially with something like that.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean,
you want that bizarre.
the way his storytelling and like his the visuals
Yeah.
and like
cinematography,
the way everything plays out is so like low key in a certain kind of way. I mean, whenever you watch Donnie Darko, like you see the rabbit, you see all this other shit going on, but it's so low key and they do it so sparingly that whenever it happens, you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, in reality, if you condense Donnie Darko down into 30 minutes, it could have very well been an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Dude, yes,
Yeah.
100%. So I wonder if. Oh, go ahead.
No, man, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, I wonder if Jordan Peele's gonna come on as a producer or something.
That would be cool.
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, if he loves the Twilight Zone enough to reboot it and bring it back for modern ages, then why would it would make sense?
Well, I'm sure if he reached out to him.
Mm-hmm.
I did see an article because I was looking at that article. I looked up something and it pulled from another one where J.J. Abrams was working on a screenplay in 2013.
For Rod Sterling?
Yeah. But see, that just never happened. So,
right.
To me, this is a better fit.
I think Kelly is much better fit for this.
Yeah. Who do you think they'll get to play him? John Hamm?
Well, let's look at an old photo of
I already
him.
got it up here.
You got it?
Yeah, I'll put it in general. I've got the Google search so you could just see all of them. Like,
all right.
But it's got to be someone, clean cut, suit tie, kind of, skinny.
Yeah. I think that maybe John Hamm. If John Hamm dropped a little bit, a little bit of weight,
he'd have to slim down.
Yeah, not saying he's overweight.
No, this guy's a rail.
What about Hacksaw Ridge? Alexander, no. Spider-Man. What the fuck is his name?
Tom something.
It's
the new Spider-Man.
Hear me out.
Andrew Garfield.
Give him a little age.
Oh, that's it.
Give him a little age. But fucking Zac Efron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after doing that one movie where he played fucking serial killer dude.
Yeah.
He could do that. He could be clean cut.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that pick, Trav, a lot. I really like that pick because he's kind of got the same jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot.
He could pull off the haircut and the suit.
Fuck it, Travis. You're right in the movie. I like the pick so much. You're right, dude.
Give me 2 days.
Trav's like, I'm gonna binge every episode of the Twilight Zone ever made, and we're writing a movie.
To go into the pitch room. First and foremost, my film is gonna fuck your eye holes. Now, let's discuss what this movie is gonna be about.
If someone said that to me, I would hand them a blank check.
Yeah, go make it.
I don't even want to know. Just go make it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
Here's all the money you need.
Yeah.
That's got to be on the poster, too. This movie's going to fuck your eye holes. People will be like, I got to see that one. What movie are you talking about? The fuck your eye hole movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Rod Sterling biopic.
Travis presents fucking fucked eye holes. The motion picture.
Oh, God. So, on the last little tidbit here, they're doing, the Sandman, the Neil Gaiman's, award-winning, beloved Sandman on Netflix. Pretty sure it's going to be animated. No, it's a live action. It says Netflix has announced the main cast for their upcoming live action adaptation of Neil Gaiman's seminal comic book series, The Sandman. The announcement confirms the long-held rumor. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, speaking of fucking your eye holes, this is gonna do that if they do it right.
Yeah. So we've got Tom Sturridge as Dream. Gwendolyn Christie is Lucifer, which that's the chick from Game of Thrones and Star Wars. Viviana Achimpong as Lucien. Charles Dance is Roderick Burgess. Sanjeev Bashkar as Cain. Asim Chaudhry as Abel, and Boyd Holbrook as the Corinthian. So this is the cast that we've got here, and I never read The Sandman.
No, I don't know anything about it.
I've always wanted to read Sandman, but I've never got around to reading it, unfortunately. And the reason why, this is the reason why I've never read Sandman. If you want The Sandman collected into a volume, it's a lot of fucking money. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of money. So that's why
I haven't finished The Sandman, but I've read pretty well into the story.
Right.
And it's a trip.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like, without delving like forever on it, he gets trapped because some motherfuckers are trying to capture a demon.
Yeah.
But they pull his ass out of the dream realm instead. So Dream is stuck in the Earth, like in Earth realm, for a really fucking long ass time, and some motherfuckers let him loose.
Yeah.
And when he gets out, he's like, "Fuck you guys, I'll be right back. I'm about to go get my shit." So he has like a MacGuffin. He has a MacGuffin quest for quite some time where he's wanting to get his sand back because he's the fucking Sandman. So he has to go get all his artifacts back.
Fuck yeah!
One of the actors
reclaim his shit again. You know,
from the show said that this could run as long as 5 to 7 seasons. That they were told, like we're locking this in. It's gonna be a while. You all right with that?
That's gonna be awesome.
So I think they had one of the Hemsworths they wanted to put in there, but I don't think they could lock them down for something so long.
Yeah.
So
here's why I've never read it. So to get the Sandman box set, it's $108.
Damn.
If you get the Sandman Omnibus Volume 1, that's just Volume 1. It's hardcover. It's $73.
Fuck.
To get the individual volumes, collected volumes, and it's Volume 1 through, I think, 10 or 12, they're $20 a piece. So,
it must be good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The artwork, I've read both online, and I've actually borrowed physical copies of the Sandman to read. And like, you get what you pay for, because like the books, whether you're getting the trade or the hardback or whatever, like it's just the whole printing is just drenched in this artwork that's just really fucking badass.
Right. Oh yeah, I've seen the artwork and it is beautiful.
Yeah, it does look cool.
But
But yeah, that's the very same reason I don't own it. But it's one of those where if I ever found volumes and they were at a price that I felt like I could get without fucking the wife breaking one off in me, it's one of those things that I've always planned to get for my collection.
Especially if you see it at a good price, because you know that it's some high dollar shit. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, that's all the movie news that I saw worth mentioning. Did y'all run across anything that was podworthy? Perthy?
Yeah, let's see. We do got to talk about Dustin Diamond passed away, Screech.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Man,
bummer,
it's a little
man.
bummer. He had cancer.
Yeah.
I was gonna do this whole Screech montage. I was gonna make you guys watch it because there's a bunch of them online, but I was like, we'll get copyright strike, so
Yeah.
because it's all like old Saved by the Bell clips.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that came out and wrote up little things about him, people that worked with him. That was just weird, man. That came out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
Larry King, I get,
Yeah.
because that dude is ancient, you know.
Yeah.
But when Screech dies, it's like, damn, this dude was like 44.
Yeah, and they were talking a while back about possibly doing a, reunion or maybe even a follow-up to Saved by the Bell where their parents and their kids are the one in
They do have
school. And
another show coming.
so,
I wonder if he was supposed to be on that. But that's a
you
bummer.
never
It's a
know.
bummer, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happened this week.
There's one movie that I've been seeing getting a lot of praise. We watched the trailer for it, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to pull it up real quick. What the fuck is that name? All right, so this is come on. It is Arch Enemy. That's what I thought it was. I didn't know if it was Arch Enemy or Nemesis. But it's got Joe Manganiello in it.
Uh-huh.
And I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about this movie because he's one of these people on Twitter that's like, he's not like a fuck you. If people tweet about his movie, then he retweets it.
Yeah.
And I follow the guy because he owns like several D&D companies and they sell D&D shit. But so he's always either retweeting like stuff about things that he's been in or stuff that he's actually working on actively. And I know that it's his own, it's his project that he started in and everything. But I mean, you've got people doing these write-ups and stuff, and I've read some of them, like some of it. Like I haven't, read spoilers or anything like that, but everybody's saying that it's really good. So we might need to throw that in rotation soon, guys.
Yeah, man, I remember this trailer. It's the one where he's like a bum, and he's like he's got powers or something. He's from another planet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. I'm down to watch it.
I just want to throw that in there because the last couple of days I've seen a shitload of reviews for this thing on Twitter, and I was just like, damn, this dude's doing it, So, but yeah, I'm ready for some trailers, guys.
I'm going to put it in my real estate folder.
Arch Enemy?
Yeah, dude, we talk about so many movies.
I know, right?
That a lot of times then I'll be sitting there like, what was the name of that movie? And I have to go look at my bookmarks and
yeah,
it's a shit show.
You're like, it's got how many folders you up to now?
In the just that I got a real estate folder and it's got a lot of shit in it.
Pretty big.
I'm over here looking for something.
We got several trailers and we got a couple of foreign trailers here, so yeah, we had a lot trailer week, last week?
Yeah.
And this year they kind of made up, or this week they kind of made up for it a little bit. So
I sent them an email.
to all the studios.
Yeah, like we're trying to do a fucking podcast over here, man.
Yeah.
Where's all the fucking trailers at? And they're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. They're all Canadian. Sorry.
Fuck it, man. I had a wireless mouse. Goddamn. You know,
the dogs of there chewing on it.
Disappearing.
Like, hey, bitch, give that back.
It's weird. All right, let me
I want one of those mouse headbands. Have you seen those?
Where you like turn your head and stuff?
Well, it like somehow whatever you're looking at, is where the mouse pointer's
It's
at.
got an eye sensor.
Could you imagine playing a fucking video game with that thing on?
Have you seen those people use those eye sensors? They'll have people who use them like on their streams, and at
where
all
it shows what
times
they're
it
looking
shows.
at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's funny because people will send them pictures. You know, if it's a picture of a girl, they look right at their boobs, like the first place the eyes go.
I mean, dude. I mean, we're guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the reason that clip was in there was because he was like talking to a girl.
Yeah.
In like a live chat, and he was staring right at him, and he was like, "Oh shit, forgot I was
Yeah.
tracking my eye movement over here."
He's like, let me turn it off real quick. You know?
That's not something you want to forget.
Yeah, for real.
All right, I'm pulling up YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, eye tracker, dude. If there was a world war happening right now, we would have like the highest eye tracker technology right now.
Well, you know, we're supposed to be like what 50 years behind the technology we actually have.
Yeah, the government has
what
technology 50 years more advanced than what we have as civilians, right?
Yeah.
So, because they had like Bluetooth in like the 40s and 50s, right? And didn't they have like a patent on it or something? Where
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we could have used that.
Yeah, for real, dude. Fuck trying to sync all this shit up without Bluetooth. Damn.
Right,
then that we find out Bluetooth causes cancer somehow, and we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
We're still waiting on that report.
Yeah, yeah, right. First up, we got Benedict Cumbersnatch and the courier. This is gonna be British as fuck, dude. I can already tell. Look at the mustache and the thumbnail. Yeah.
What that's got to do with anything?
It works though, you know.
Yeah. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it, man.
You ready, Trav?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. All right, here we go. Oh,
yeah,
dude.
London. Oh shit.
Spy shit.
This is a biopic, right?
It's gotta be something that really happened.
Yeah, dude, biopic.
Oh, she has no idea.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a spy, bitch. No, worse. Imagine the level of paranoia you would have.
Yeah, right. That fucking shit looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Cumbersnatch is gonna act his snatch off, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking that good.
He was
We got
like,
a little
this shit
teaser
looks
here.
British as fuck.
I
It's
know.
like
It looks
London,
good though.
1960. All caps,
Called
dude.
it.
Yeah, this is
Well,
just a little
I'm ready when y'all are.
little something, something.
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. How ridiculous does he look?
I know.
This does look better than the other one, though. Already.
Yeah. It's gonna be so goofy and fun, I feel.
Yeah, so who's John Cena? Like, who's he supposed to be?
I don't know a lot of those weird B or C or D fucking villain characters.
Z.
Yeah, right. So
The head.
I mean, I knew a girl back in
what's
high school called the head.
what's it gonna be? You
Yeah.
know?
Right. This is HBO Max again. 3, 2, 1, play.
In the depths of one man's mind.
Is this the Thing prequel?
It kind
Like
of
the
has a
sequel to
thing
the Goonies to me.
Yeah, dude. They're all gonna freak out, kill each other because one of them's got it.
No, one of
Cabin
them
Fever.
movies about being cold and alone.
Yeah.
Because the Thing got you. No, doesn't have feelings, bub. I don't know.
I mean, why watch that when you can watch the greatest fucking horror movie ever made, you know?
I mean, I just don't know how many of those we're alone on an outpost, one of us goes crazy films I can keep watching and be
Well,
entertained by.
this is all I'm gonna say. If it's not some badass sci-fi shit, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, who the fuck is gonna be like a killer shambling through the fucking snow to get up to this place and start fucking on these people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, clearly this movie was influenced by the Thing. We even got the nod to the fucking flamethrower.
Yeah. So
Dude, when they were like pitching the movie, one guy was like, that kind of sounds like the Thing.
But
And they were like, you're fired. Get out of here. Get him out. He's fired.
Because that's where all of it starts. The head.
Kind of sounds like the Thing. Anyone seen that? Classic.
We don't watch that old shit.
now this next film,
Red dot.
this dude looks familiar.
Looks like he needs a napkin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He looks a little bit like Macaulay Culkin's brother there.
He does, right?
I don't know if
Let's
that's
find out
him,
why
but-
he gets the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, it's a foreign.
Whoa.
Hashtag FFF.
Is this Swedish? David.
Uh-oh. If only these people could be cats instead.
Yeah.
Completely different film.
Turns out it's a cat with
comedy.
a laser.
Cuts to the cat. Meow, where's that fucking dot coming from?
I mean, that don't look bad at all.
Wonder what it is. Yeah,
Movie
it's
about
Sweden.
two people coming back from the gulag.
Anybody got any plates?
Yeah, I need ammo.
Every time you come back from the gulag, do you feel like Oliver? Please, sir.
Have some more.
Have some ammo.
Please.
Could we please hang here long enough to get more plates? No, motherfucker, keep moving.
Yeah, fuck you. You shouldn't have died.
Could I trouble you for some sniper rounds? You could trouble me for some shut the hell up. You don't need bullets.
Dude.
We're just going to bait you.
Yeah, run out there in the field and let them shoot at you. See where they are. I'm pretty excited about this, this little teaser we got here.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat, so. I mean, let's do it, dude.
I think is this just, I don't know if it's just Mortal Kombat, because there was one where they show a few shows.
Yeah.
But it's still cool.
This looks like Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, you ready, Trev?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Mortal
HBO Max again.
Warner
Brother killing it. Oh, now it's Warner Max. How many logos do we need?
All of them.
Look, another one. Okay. Sonya. All right, damn, that drops. Y'all can't come up with more of a trailer than that?
Right.
I'm thinking that the Super Bowl, I heard that, I think Marvel's supposed to dump like 4 trailers during the Super Bowl. Here's the thing, dude. I do not want to see a trailer for Black Widow. Don't show me another one of those. All right. Delete more.
Yeah, I agree. Let's just fucking release the movie already, you know?
Oh, and then this is the mid-season trailer that they put up.
Shit, yeah. I'm ready for this.
It's pretty cool.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm working with a mouse trackpad. You ready, Trav?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Mm.
That's cool. For Halloween?
Yeah. It's like Modern Family.
Right. It's about to get wild, dude.
Yeah.
It is modern. She's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I'd be invested.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
This is probably going to be bad.
Yeah, but it's her first directorial debut, right?
I think so.
So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
You ready, Trav?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play.
Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
Been there.
Come on, feel the noise. Oh.
It's Cherry Bomb, dude.
So her mom wrote it. Here's what's weird about this. Like, this is her first time directing and stuff. I mean, maybe she had something to do with the script. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, and this is the, you know,
Yeah.
this movie about kids. You got Moxie, kid. Absolutely. That's a little too woke for me.
Girl power, dude. Girl power.
We gave the trailer a chance. I know all I need to know.
Yeah, I pretty much seen the movie.
Well, I've seen movies like it, so
Yeah.
I think I'll just watch Euro Trip.
Be done with it.
Yeah.
Euro Trip.
I don't even know why I picked that one. Like,
Ascendant, dude. I'm ready.
you ready, Trav?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. Sometimes you gotta full Ascendant, dude. Hot drop. That elevator's gonna drop. Yup. Oh shit. What is this? Just elevator torture? I want to play a game with you. No. Oh shit. They sure went through a lot of trouble to get the information out of this girl.
Little did they know, she's
Oh.
Captain Marvel. A movie about people sitting in an elevator for far too long.
I was about to say, why doesn't she just do that up out of there?
Huh.
Dude, the first time that elevator dropped, I'd have been like, I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know.
Yeah,
Don't do
for
that
real.
shit again.
Don't do that again.
Whatever you want to know, man.
I mean, you know the kind of modifications that you'd have to put on an elevator to make it move that quickly to throw you around inside of it?
Yeah.
I mean, the logistics of this.
Well, that's why I'm like, they put a lot of effort into.
Well, you know, with enough redstone, anything's possible.
Yeah, call Jeff, you know.
He's like, all right, first thing we got to do is clear out all this stuff under here.
Yeah, how deep to bedrock? It's
So
like,
we're gonna put the redstone.
Fuck, dude. Safer at home.
All right. So
That
this
stuff
is
slogan
bad
for 2020.
dude. That it's a movie. You'll see. The pandemic movies are rolling out, y'all.
It's about time, dude. I was waiting.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this shit show.
3, 2, 1, play. While people were stuck at home, they were like, you know what? This will make a great movie.
We're now dealing with COVID-25.
So this is how we hang out now.
And it's found footage.
I'm like, motherfucker, we've been doing this for years. This ain't nothing
This
new.
movie sucks so bad the trailer has to buffer.
They all just took Molly.
Fun with webcams. So they're rolling on Molly while the world burns.
Why are they? Oh, he just pushed her. I believe you need to end the Zoom call, dude.
Yeah.
Call 911. It was an accident. And they're sitting there watching him the whole time.
Yeah.
He live streams it. This is so bad. They're like, Evan, you gotta run. He picks the laptop up. He's running with it.
All the fucking toilet paper.
So we're gonna watch that next week, though, right?
I mean, you can.
I might.
Safer at home.
The nevers, dude. Twisting, turning through the never. All right.
If only HBO was that cool.
I know, right? Or that clever, you know?
Shit, they play that in the trailer.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. This is trending number 12 right now.
Wow. Came 3 years ago.
Weird shit's happening. So she's like the Sherlock Holmes.
Victorian X-Men.
Looked like it could have been an episode of Doctor Who, though. For a little bit
I
there.
know,
Isn't that Josh Whedon though that did this?
I'm not sure.
I think so.
He's on my shit list.
Let's see. Joss Whedon, The Nevers. Yep.
Top for that just went down a good bit.
Yeah. It's not based on anything. He's the writer for it.
Whoa.
All right. Moving on to bigger and better things. Marvel's Behind the Mask. I don't know what this is. I think this is a documentary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something to go along with biopic, but I'm working on it. You know. But yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. So what we got?
Word.
That's the King of Rock, dude. Huge nerd.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
I love watching shit like that.
Yeah.
I just find it so fascinating, you know?
Yeah, I remember hearing a thing with Stan Lee where he talked about that. He's like, I wanted to be stronger, so we created a Hulk. And
Yeah.
talking about,
Yeah. All of his insecurities came out through Spider-Man.
Yeah, wasn't that in Mallrats?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what it's from.
was.
Yeah. But I've
But
heard him
still,
talk
though,
about that in like interviews and stuff. So
yeah. So I dropped a couple of horror, foreign horror trailers in here. I don't know if any of these are going to be worth a damn or not, but we still haven't picked one yet. But we do have an honorable mention from Corey,
oh yeah,
and I went ahead and threw that trailer in here as
yeah,
well.
from the first one.
Yes,
All
yeah.
right.
So I threw that in here along with some other foreign films that I was checking into. So
All right, let's see. What? Something happened? All right, I'm going up to the top.
yeah, this first trailer is technically a thriller horror,
Mm-hmm.
mystery, sci-fi. It covers all the bases, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
kind of
kind
got
of
a
like,
little bit of
movie
everything.
did you make that?
yeah,
We don't know. It's
yeah.
a little bit of everything.
But the way that it was explained whenever I was looking into it, it was kind of like that film that had the dude from Chronicle with the water, um, where he went to that, like, it wasn't an insane asylum, I don't think, but there was those weird ills. I can't remember the name of it. We watched it. It wasn't The Shape of Water. That movie sucked.
I think I
Um,
remember what you're talking about. I don't remember the name.
yeah, we watched the trailer on the podcast, and I acquired it,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Marina watched it one night, and it was pretty good. I think Travis watched it because we had talked about it. Um, but anyway, it kind of had that feel whenever I was reading about it. So we'll check it out. See what you think.
All right, so ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, play.
Ifs midnight,
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
word.
that's creepy.
Yeah.
He's gonna go tell his buddies, y'all want to see a dead body? Oh, here we go. Cause you're swimming in the dead body water, dude. Her eyes look weird. They look like black. Starfish. What the fuck?
Cronenberg? Oh shit.
Some cult shit going on, dude. They're taking something out of them. I mean,
It looks pretty
holy
interesting,
shit. Oh, the
right?
trailer's not over.
I think this is a scene from the movie.
I'm alright with that.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love how the colors pop.
Mm-hmm. You chop off a piece of that starfish, it grows back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's got a weird vibe, you know, like a
Yeah.
fuck that starfish.
What the fuck is happening?
It's cold out there.
I mean, that looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks pretty good. So this next one is a black and white film. Iranian, the first Iranian vampire western ever made.
Whoa.
I read a lot of articles about this one as well, about how it was a first time director and people were just amazed at how well the film was to be a first time director. So, but yeah, I'm ready for it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Full screen. Vice. Oh yeah, man. Got a little Tarantino,
Yeah,
you know?
maybe a little fucking David Lynch here.
Oh yeah.
Dump the bodies in the old creek.
Hmm. The girl in the burqa has fangs. That does look pretty good.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a good vampire flick. So,
Mm-hmm. Especially an Iranian one.
you're right. It
So
definitely,
many to choose from.
yeah. So,
I've seen this one.
you've seen High Tension?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Eh.
I mean, we can skip the trailer then. I mean,
y'all can watch the trailer and derive what y'all want out of it, but I mean, I watched it and I watched it once.
I just heard Trav give it a no stars, possibly a half star. So, I mean, we'll watch it, but we're gonna throw this out of the fucking contender bracket then.
All right. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Are they a couple?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what gave it away.
Du hast.
hear every word you said.
I can hear you heffing.
So the trailers, you know how it's just like action packed and just all
Yeah.
this shit's happening. So in the movie, is it like a slow burn?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that fast, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, this is of course, French zombie flick. But there was a lot of people praising this online, so might check her out.
French zombie flick.
Yeah, because why not?
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Let me see.
Cow.
The voice in the woods. That's creepy. Wow. That's creepy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The fuck are they doing?
There's different kinds of zombies. Look at this shit.
They all got rabies.
These are those fucking 28 days later zombies over here, dude.
Yeah.
And they got a mission.
Well, it's like the Crazies.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yes.
And for real, the countryside in France looks like Georgia.
Yeah, right. It looks pretty good though, right? To be a different kind of zombie film.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one way you can fucking, peel that orange, but I
That
mean,
same old juicy fruit, though.
yeah. So, Time of
Time
the
of the
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, this is an older film, came out in 2003. I think this might be French.
Attempts de loup.
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
And I mean
Oh,
it just sounded weird. So,
it's about that time you went to that cousin's house who's like obsessed with wolf stuff.
the one that you
Where's the
gotta
wolf
get the
shirt?
chairs.
Yeah.
Get the
They got
chairs
the
out of the
big-
garage.
They got the big wolf curtain hung
Oh,
up.
yeah, dude. They got all the like wolf memorabilia around the house.
Yeah.
Big-
Full moons as far as the eye can see.
Oh, and the same people have dream catchers.
Yes. Thousands of them.
Got one hanging in his room. His bedspread has a wolf howling at the moon, and there's a dream catcher behind it.
Yeah. That protects him from evil, dude.
Yeah. Well, you got to help him get the chairs out of the garage.
Yeah.
Family get-togethers.
And the whole time he's like, another thing about wolves?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
They're like, you want to
Spotify
hang out
playlist
with?
has sleep music set, but it's just nature sounds featuring distant wolf cries.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to go over there. Would y'all go over there? I don't want to hang out with him. He's weird and he smells like patchouli oil.
They're like, no, it's your blood. You got to learn to love him. Do I have to?
He was
All of his
homeschooled.
movies
He's
and books
weird.
are all wolf related. So he's got like Jungle Book.
But he always wants to watch Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah, because it makes him feel some kind of way.
His idea of a romantic evening is watching Dances with Wolves.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, I got a bad time. I can't watch that tonight. I know that movie's
The only
long.
news, the only news he watches is Wolf Blitzer.
All right, I'm ready for this Time of the Wolf.
All right.
Any TV show made by Dick Wolf.
3, 2, 1, play. I fucked it up.
Hmm.
Huh? Well, they ain't giving nothing away.
No.
You got to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for a wolf to show up.
Oh,
I was like, is this like a werewolf movie?
Says Anne and her family arrive at their country house to find that it has been invaded by strangers. The ensuing confrontation is only the beginning of a painful learning experience. Nothing is like it once was. I think it's post-apocalyptic film as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
after
like
the
they
bandy.
stalker.
So, Train to Busan or Busan. Is it Busan?
I think it's Busan. I think.
So this was the honorable mention. Corey was talking about this movie the other night, how good it was. I haven't watched it. Have you watched it, Trev?
Train to Busan?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen some clips. There's some like ridiculous zombie fights.
Oh.
I've seen some clips of it.
This comment right here. First time I ended up crying over a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Complete perfection.
All right.
So yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Out of competition.
All aboard. Is that the kid from The Stand?
I think so.
Looks just like him. Oh shit. Talk
This is
about
at
being in
World
a
War
fucked
Z.
up place, dude. Stuck on a
Yeah.
train? Hell no. No, that's not him. Damn.
I mean, it looks 10 tenths, you know?
Yeah. 10 tenths.
10
All
tenths,
lined up.
man. So, I mean, we still got 3 weeks until we get to the horror sec. So, do y'all want to keep going and seeing if we can find anything else?
We can keep going, but I'm going to save a few of these. We have some good contenders here.
Yeah. I mean, we might have to just like put it in the randomizer or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Too many good ones.
Yeah, I'm going to bookmark them.
But yeah, next week we have Anyara.
Which movie is
I think
this?
that is the spaceship cruise
Oh, yeah.
where shit gets weird. They go off course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Wizard of Souls here. But yeah, I'm excited to watch this film. It looked really good. So, hour and 45 minutes, just right, you know? So,
Never heard of it.
yeah.
Swedish and is available.
Borka, borka, bork. So, I mean, this is, you know, it's one of the greatest times of the year. You know, they always say that the worst movies are released in February, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we put our own spin on it. Let's find other films that aren't traditionally released in the United States.
Yeah.
And let's watch them. It's genius,
Foreign
dude.
Film February.
We might be geniuses and we don't even know it.
I tried to look around online to see if anyone ever did a Foreign Film February.
We're the first ones?
We're the first ones to coin that phrase. But I did find a forum where it was foreign films of February.
Yeah. Not the same.
Or of February.
Yeah, not the same.
And they're like, so it's foreign films that came out in February. So it's like the worst of the worst. Like, no.
I thought you were being serious. I was like, I'm going to find that guy and fucking whip his ass, you know?
Yeah. There was.
Who puts that much?
I did find a thing, but yeah, we're foreign film where we got it. Second year doing it.
Foreign Film February.
I think we might need to trademark it, dude.
Yeah, at the end of this one, since it's been a year, we each get a little coin.
Like
hashtag FFF on it. Yeah, like one of those, but you know what I'm saying?
One of those challenge coins?
Yeah.
The ones that you put on the bar?
Yeah. We each get our little Foreign Film February.
But if we unite all the coins at one time, we create a town like Wanda does. And it's just us watching. We're acting out our. Yeah.
And there's a cow roaming around. Somebody's cow got out, and there's a goat.
Yeah, and a bunch of rednecks hanging out at the gas station. A bunch of rednecks.
Dude, the last time sometimes you'll just be on a back road, dude, and there'll just be a cow.
Yeah, just
walking around.
Yep.
And I like those sometimes because you're on the back road, I kind of pull up, and I'm like, "What are you doing out here?" You know?
Yeah.
Start talking to it, and I'm like, "I bet somebody's looking for you."
I'm more nervous of hitting a cow than a deer.
Dude, it will fuck your car up.
Cows always look at you like, is this the first time you're seeing a cow or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny when people from up north come down.
Yeah,
and they're like,
look at them.
It's a cow. And it's like, yeah, dude.
That's where milk comes
You want to see a
from.
pig? This is a trip right here. Come look at this. Watch it roll around the mud.
Yeah. If you'll come over here, Daniel from Vermont, maybe I'll show you where the ribeye comes from.
Wait till you smell that pig pen.
Yeah.
Chicken it's like you know that smell? It's chicken shit.
Yeah.
The smell in the air is chicken shit.
You gotta take on he's like, it's not someone cooking meth.
No,
chicken shit.
That's the plastic. That's plastic.
Oh, what's that smell?
Plastic.
That's a paper mill.
Yeah.
Welcome to good old Rome.
I get you home, but you gotta know your back roads.
I do have a fear of hitting a cow.
Yeah, dude.
Like a legit, because I've grown up around them my whole life. And if you hit something that weighs 1,200 pounds.
Well, they stand their ground.
Yeah,
they're not getting out of the way.
No.
They're
well,
like,
that
no,
means
you
you're just
have
gonna
brakes.
blow cow chunks all over the fucking road, especially if you're gonna hit it going like 60 or 70 miles an hour.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be like hitting a cement wall.
Yeah. Car's gonna stop.
1,200 pounds of cow, because your average deer probably weighs what, at most 300 pounds?
At most, but most time it's way under that. That's a big deer.
It's gonna fuck you and the car up for sure. But if you're like snorting and farting down a back road, hauling ass, and then you fucking hit a fucking cow,
yeah,
you're gonna at least Superman punch that thing a couple feet.
I was in Princeton one time. I don't know if y'all know where that's at.
Yes.
Paint Rock Valley or Paint Rock.
Yeah.
I went around a curve, dude, hauling ass, Trav and the Amigo, and there was a cow standing right in the middle of the fucking road. Turned sideways. So there wasn't no going around it.
Yeah.
And he was just standing there. So I slam on my brakes. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a cow. You know, then I'm sitting there like honking my horn at it, trying to get it to move.
Yeah.
And it was just like, fuck you, dude.
You can bump them with your car and they will move. I mean, I've done that several times.
They'll be like, oh, that can move me.
Dude,
yeah.
But whenever you, like, I understand how, like, a goat gets out but when I see a cow, I'm like, how did you even get out?
Well, here's how, dude. And I've had to spend countless hours of my youth wrangling these motherfuckers up and trying to get them back to where they were supposed to go. 99% of the time, it's the farmer's neglect.
They leave something open.
Well, they'll either leave something open or they'll unhook the charger thing for the electric fence.
Yeah.
So the cows, if they get into it a couple of times, you know, they're gonna be like, that fence will fucking shock me. I ain't fucking with it. But they always try it like every 3 days. They're like, we're gonna see if that bitch is still on.
Yeah, they send somebody in.
Yeah.
One of the baby cows. They're like, get over there and touch that fence. Pee on it.
And once that it's not on, them motherfuckers like gang up and they're like, it's clear over here. We're going.
Here's the thing too, man. They can probably hear that fence because electric fence, it puts the sound off, dude.
Yeah.
You can hear the fucking electricity flowing through that shit. So if they don't hear that, they're like, wait a minute, let's go over here and check this out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. That's funny that they're smart enough to.
Yeah.
What always baffled me, man, was like, you know how you'll see those, all right, they'll have the entrance where they drive in.
Yeah.
And they got that weird metal shit that's not flat. You know what I'm talking about? I've always heard cows won't walk over that.
They won't.
Ain't that weird?
Yeah. Well,
like,
they're for
they'll lose balance or something.
Well, the gaps are so wide that all right, so for cows to walk, they have to recognize that the ground that they're fixing to step on is going to be wide enough to support their weight. They're that smart. So if they see something with a gap in it like that, then they know that their hooves are going to get stuck in it. So they won't walk across it. So in theory, if you had enough money to surround your property with this ditch, basically, it's like a big drainage ditch with about 1.5 foot gaps in it. They will not try to, and if they do try to walk across it, their hooves, the way that their hooves are, they will slip down in it. No, they'll get stuck in it. You'll have to go pry them out. Yeah.
Fuck that.
And then, for real.
You ever had to get a goat head out of a fence?
I've had to get cow heads out, with horns and shit.
Yeah, so the horns. And then they always you're like, no, turn your head this way.
I'm trying to help
And then whenever they find that one spot where they're like, I'm free.
Yeah.
They pull back and the horn catches your thumb.
Yes. Yeah.
You got like a bloody blister. You motherfucker.
Yeah. Dude, I've been knocked down. I've almost been kicked several times. And I almost got ran over by one once. And that was...
you're like, that was all in the same day.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. But no, there was one this is how the story goes. I'll tell this real quick. So I'm out there working. We've got to get this bull up. And I mean a bull. This bitch is a bull, you know? And it's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. All right. we're going to run it into the pen. We need you to stand in front of this gate right here, because if he comes hauling ass through here, he's going to tear the gate down and get out. I'm like, okay. And they're like, whenever he sees you, he should go to his left, which would be your right, and go where we need him to go. Word. Well, they robbed this thing up a little too much before it got in there. And this thing came barreling through there. And I was standing right behind the gate, and I jumped completely onto the other side of it, Spider-Man style. Like, I put my hands on it, and I vaulted myself over the top of it.
Yeah, the cowboy way.
On the other side. Yeah, and I fell down, and it was a good thing I did, because it hit the gate and, like, pushed it, and my foot caught the bottom, caught it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was, like, the scariest I've ever been.
You just see this big motherfucker barreling towards you, and he ain't, like, stopping. It's like, oh, wait a minute. This is not what they said would happen.
Yes.
Here's the thing, like, dude. He didn't want to go back in there.
Yeah.
He knew what they were trying to do. He's like, no, bitch, I got out.
Yeah, I'm not going back in.
Fuck that. I'm in charge here.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been.
You ever been stepped on?
Yes.
That's gotta hurt, right? And then here's the thing: do they ease it down and just lock it in? Oh no! So they're not like, oh, that's a good place to step. They just step.
They normally come straight
down.
Especially if there's several of them together in a small confined space. They know that they're not going to step on anything that'll cause them to break their legs or anything, because they see everything else moving around and it's fine. So if you're within that close to them, which happens from time to time, yeah, you'll get stepped on. Or the worst is when they, like, swing their head and hit you in the chest and knock you down.
Like the breath out of you?
Yeah. Yeah. So I experienced some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up around it.
Hell yeah.
But speaking of hitting stuff, have you ever seen that video of that dude on that motorcycle that hit that deer, and he cut the deer in half?
Nah.
And it didn't even wreck the motorcycle?
He was supposed to be going real fast.
Yeah, they were on a back road trying to make a video for YouTube, and they hit a deer and cut that bitch in half.
But that made a mess.
I'm going to see if I can find it here. We'll watch it,
Damn, that's crazy. They were going so fast.
Yeah.
The motorcycle just cut through it.
I think this is it, because this video is fucking old.
A few days ago, I was going down the main strip over here on a back road that there's a lot of deer on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're like, don't go over 55 here, because it's a straightaway, but you got to watch out for them.
Yeah.
They're hopping across there. So I see this guy pulled over on the side of the road, and he's got this nice little, like, sports car.
Yeah.
And the front end of that thing, dude, is fucked, right?
Yeah.
Fender's gone, the hood's all fucked up, and he's just on the side of the road looking at it like, what the fuck? Like he's got his hands on his head.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I go up a little bit more, and then I see the deer, dude, like 100 fucking yards. He must have been flying down that road when he hit that thing.
Right.
It just shot it, and it was like in the middle of the road, dude, like it done a backflip or something. Like, you shouldn't drive so fast on this road, man.
But yeah, life stories, guys. It's a little real estate exclusive right there.
Keep it between the ditches. Where'd you drop this video?
I'm looking for it.
Oh.
I think they might have pulled it down, because I can't find the one that I remember watching back in the day.
We'll put our search party for it. We might track it down.
Yeah, if anybody finds it. But yeah, I'm fixing to go to bed.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Keep it real.